Andrew asked, during his time with Ondra, were there any habits or tendencies he noticed that stood out to him as different than other top climbers he's been around? What was the biggest takeaway from their time together?
I already knew him, so there wasn't that much new. He has a coach who's not a climber. I thought that was pretty interesting. He used to do track. That was his background. I definitely think that's different from other climbers. Having a trainer who's never done the sport is strange. But it's probably good, because Adam knows so much about training and climbing that he doesn't need any help with that. He just needs help with all the other stuff. I also thought it was interesting that he still drinks alcohol occasionally.
Okay.
But he couldn't say it on camera or anything, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say it here, but I thought he would be not drinking at all.
Yeah.
But I think he does it pretty often to just a little tiny bit to relax kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean everything about him is interesting. And also his whole team, how many people is involved. But yeah, no, first of all, it's just a dedication, He tries so hard every time. And he's also not afraid of failure. I think a lot of people in his position would be afraid to go to a bouldering gym and try because they would be afraid of failing. And also in competitions and stuff. He even competes in national competitions, even though I don't know why he does that, because it's so easy for him. Everyone expects him to win, so he has nothing to gain, everything to lose. But he still wants to compete in every competition, and I don't know, he just wants to do everything and climb everything and win everything. So yeah, he's just so hungry, because I think motivated is not the right word for what he is. He's hungry, because you could definitely be motivated without trying as hard as he does.
I was kind of burning to ask you about him later in this conversation. You guys did a whole series together and spent some time filming and made a bunch of videos for your channel and for his. What are some things that you learned from spending all that time with Adam?
Well, this was actually just 4 days for the collaboration. But I have spent more time with him in the past. We've traveled together to Asia for World Cups and stuff. So I knew him pretty well already. But it's when you're around Adam, he makes you feel lazy. He makes you feel like you could have done so much more and you should try so much harder. And I don't know, I think that's really good for everyone. Some people get stressed, me included, being around people like that, because we don't like feeling lazy, But I think it's good once in a while to have this wake up. So I definitely think that's the biggest thing. So he makes me feel lazy when it comes to climbing, and Tom and Juji used to make me feel lazy when it came to YouTube and editing and stuff. And surrounding yourself with people like that, I think, is good.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing in life.
Yeah, well, it is interesting though, because I guess Juji does, he spends a lot of time working on himself, just physically doing all his lifting and things. But Adam, that's what he does. Juji, the YouTubing is more what he does, and you're kind of trying to do both. You're trying to maintain a really high level of rock climbing and make these really high quality videos. And you put one out every week, is that right?
I'm trying to, but not always. Yeah.